Hello, my name is Luke Mund and I'm the Digital Regional Coach for the Southeast region. Today I'm going to introduce you to our Schoology and CMAS video series. This video series is all about how you can use Schoology in really authentic, meaningful ways using their assessment tool and to help prepare students for CMAS. It is a little bit about CMAS prep in that we're going to be talking about 8 question types that CMAS really loves to use beyond the traditional multiple choice and therefore will help prepare students. If you think that we are asking a lot of short answer, a lot of essay, and a lot of multiple choice questions in our daily or unit instructions, and then when students get to the test, they could have a drawing or they could have a chart or drag and drop. If we're not preparing our students by giving them those kinds of questions beforehand, then they could falter just because of the formatting and the type of question it is. If they have a drag and drop question and they don't know how to do drag and drops, they could really not show the content knowledge or the skills that they've gained in your classes to then be able to successfully take the test. But this goes beyond just CMAS. This is about authentic question asking and getting more viable data. So the traditional multiple choice has A, B, C, D. That's the traditional assessment that has been going on for a long time. Well, we all know, always try to guess C, right? Or just guess something, fill in the bubble. That's not very viable information when you get down to the lower registers, because anything really below a 30 could just be guessing by the students. Maybe they even can guess up into the 40% if they were good guessers on there. Well, we don't want to make our assessments about being a good guesser. We want to make it that students really are showing their content knowledge and skills. And so these 8 question types are really great at that. They're more authentic questions. And beyond CMAS too, we're talking about SAT, ACT in the future, taking assessments like this as part of college courses in the future, career entrance exams. These kinds of test taking and question asking skills are really important for our students beyond just CMAS, and they're really about asking great questions and preparing students for life and future testing. To start, let's look at what's available for students as far as tools and settings in both Schoology and CMAS. So this just isn't about CMAS, this is about just test taking in general, because a lot of these tools and features are available across multiple digital platforms and multiple assessment types. So as far as navigation, our students have the ability to move around between questions so that it's not linear like back in the day when I was taking paper TCAP tests in the past, right? I can move around between my different questions. I can bookmark them. So if I have a difficult question, I can return to that. Or if it's something that then I don't know right now, I'm just going to enter in B and I want to come back to that later on. That's always a really great test taking. We don't want to spend 10 minutes on one question just sitting there. I've seen proctoring assessments over the years so many times students just get frustrated, they get stuck, they don't know just to bookmark it and come back to it later on. We also have the answer eliminator. This is really handy when it comes to multiple choice. My first grade daughter loves to use this in her platforms, so I can say, these A and D just aren't the correct answers. Now I'm just really choosing between B and C as to what is the best answer between these, and then I can come back to this later on in review and say, okay, it wasn't D, it wasn't A. Luke, when I return back to this here, I'm going to choose either B or C, and I think it's B right now, but I'm going to come back to it with my bookmark. I also have the ability to highlight any of my passages or any of my questions. So I can come in here and I can highlight key details. I can use different colors for dialogue, and these tools are available across all content areas. So answer eliminator will be on science test, it'll be on social studies test, it'll be on all of them. The highlighting is going to be available for math word problems on the math test. It's available here in the literacy test. These are features across all 4 CMAS content areas. And then I have a notepad right up here. Math has some other specific tools. Please check back our built-in calculator and other math tools video that's coming later on in the series, and you will see some of those other things. But these tools here are all available in CMAS. So what does this look like in Schoology? Well, same thing for flagging for review. being able to navigate between different questions, returning and saying, I have a flag on that one. I have my answer eliminator as well, so it scratches it out. It doesn't look exactly the same, but the function is the same. That then I have eliminated 2, and then I'm going to choose my most correct answer based off of that. I have some other tools again for math, and I have my notepad available for my students. Now, a lot of these features need to be turned on, and it's just best practice to have any quiz, any assessment, even a do now or an exit ticket that you're giving in Schoology's assessment platform to have these features turned on. So whenever I make a new assessment, I just go down and I know I turn on these things. So right here, I have flag questions for review on. Eliminate answer questions, turn it on, yes. Highlight text, such good test taking, even for a do now in class, right? Using a notepad, always a good idea. And then we have our other math tools. Again, wait back for the math video. It's going to be later on in the series, and you will see those math tools as well. So always turn these on. These are in your setup, and this is the first page that you get after you name your assessment. It'll be right there ready to